Hello friends, happy Saturday. Welcome to my second episode for 2026 of Saturday Morning Makes. I got a little behind in that from being sick at the beginning of the month and stuff, but that's okay. I am catching up. So I made some more Valentines for today, and I I'm sorry, my voice is still, as you can hear, not the best. Um, this is Saturday Morning Makes, so it'll be hashtag #SatMornMakes. I'm also hashtagging it with Two Crafters, One Design because their theme this week is butterflies. And I heard Melissa, she's one of the people that host that hashtag, say that next week will be, the theme will be Valentine's. Well, I'm covering both of those with my cards today. So I'm also going to be sending Valentines, including probably I'll keep one of these maybe and send two off to Kim of Moe Creations up in Washington. She has a friend that is collecting Valentines for seniors. I'm not sure if it's a nursing home or a senior center, but so if you send some Valentines, you get entered in for a drawing that they're doing. I just thought it would be fun to make Valentines and send up because I like making Valentines. So there you have it. I'll put the information for that also in the description box. And you can check that out, as well as Jill's channel, who is the host here for Saturday Morning Makes, and the other ladies who host Two Crafters, One Design. So let's get to it. Oh, I've got a haul from Temu. My Temu order, I haven't ordered from them in quite some time, and I decided to place an order, and I've got some really fun stuff to show you. So I'll do that at the end, and that way if you don't want to, if you're not a person that likes to watch hauls, you won't have to. So here are my cards for today with the butterflies, and I'll show you the products I used here in a minute. So as you can see, they are butterflies and Valentines, and the inside looks like that. And I just thought they turned out kind of bright and fun. And I did just only put the glue. I was waiting for it to dry so I could pop the butterflies up a little bit. I only put the glue down the center where their bodies are. That way the wings can pop out a little bit. So I used, this is a retired set from Stampin' Up! Called Best Butterflies. And the dies are called Build-A-Butterfly dies. So that is the stamp set that I used. It is a photopolymer set, and here are all the fun dies. So some of them are the outlines for these wings, the outline dies, cut out all the dies that are in here, but then if you wanted to, you could also do different designs and not even stamp. You could just die cut. And this is a totally separate die to make that butterfly and also that one. And then you've got some little floral designs there. Yeah, it's a cute set. And there's also, or there was, I have the one pack of the paper that went along with this. For the inside, I used this Happy Valentine's Day, and I used these hearts here. So that's how those hearts turned out. There's the outline hearts and then the ones that fill in the color on the inside. And for the yellow layer, so I used Poppy Parade. I used Stampin' Up! Colors. Poppy Parade, Daffodil Delight. And my Daffodil Delight ink pad looks darker, so I don't know what's up with that. But I used Poppy Parade here and there. I used Real Red for the outline on the hearts, and I filled them in with some Flirty Flamingo, which is the color of the background of this paper here. The Daffodil Delight layer there, I used this Penny Black stamp set, and it's called Stitched Stackers, and I used the largest one. Very cute little embroidery design that it cuts out. For my doilies, I used these doilies, the Eyelet Doily dies by My Creative Time, and they just happen to have little heart flowers, so that was perfect. And then my paper is this current paper from Stampin' Up! Called Made with Love. And there's all kinds of fun Valentine designs in here. So that was everything I used. My little foiled hearts, I just happen to have a little container here, and every time I've cut things, die cut things out, and they cut hearts that I don't use, I throw them into this container. So I have lots of little hearts that I can use when I need them. So that's where I pulled my little hearts from. And I think that's about it. So that was my cards for this week, to make Valentines and incorporate butterflies so I could take part in that hashtag for Two Crafters One Design. Okay, so I will show you what I got from Temu. So first of all, I'm going to show you the one thing that I got that's not a crafty thing. I was needing a new wallet. I have a Dooney and Burke wallet that I've had for years, leather, and for whatever reason, the coin, where I put my coins in there, the leather inside of there is like disintegrating. That's the only thing I can say, because it leaves this stuff all over the coins. And I took the coins out, cleaned them all up. I sprayed inside there even with some Lysol. I wasn't really sure what else to do, but that didn't work. I put the coins back in, and it's like the coins mold. So it was really weird. So anyway, I ordered this wallet from Temu, and it's definitely leather. It's got a very strong leather smell. It came in this nice little, this little bag is so soft. It says Contacts, which seems to be the brand name because it says that on the little thingamadoo-jigger right there, whatever. I can't think of what that's called. But anyway, this wallet came in different colors. I can't remember how much it was, but I'm thinking it was like $12 and something, so it wasn't very much. And it snaps apart like this to hold all your cards. And it said it was, that it had that protective thing in it, you know, to keep people from stealing your information. I don't see anything in here or feel anything in here for that, so I don't know if that was true. This is just like some kind of, almost like screen door mesh, except tiny. So you've got all these places to hold cards, and there's a pocket on each side there, plus the place to put your money. And then there's two places really that you could put coins in if you wanted, you know, whatever you wanted to put in these two places. You can slip cards in there, and maybe this is the part that's got that, where you could put cards in here. I don't know. But anyway, I'd probably put coins in this little zipper side rather than that one. But I think it's a decent wallet for what I paid, and so I don't know about this part because this seems to be in the way a little bit of the snap. There it goes. Okay, so that was that. Now for the fun crafty stuff. I'm just gonna pull things out one at a time here, I guess. I ordered these. I wanted to start making some dangles and stuff. And so that's what a lot of this stuff is for. But I also bought a few things for when I'm doing my blind date with a book for the craft fair that I do in November. So these I bought for bookmarks, and they're really pretty. I can't remember if there was different color choices, but anyway, I got those, and then somewhere in here I bought some small, here they are. I bought all these small ones, and there is a lot. There's 50 pieces in this package. Oh, how do you get into this? Usually there's a tear thing. Here we go. I just wanted to take one out here so you can see what size they are. And of course you can get them so they're not looking all messed up. But anyway, so lots of colors in here. And then this is, I think, little butterfly charms. I was really tickled with everything I got because they were all so pretty. Look at these. Aren't they pretty? And how many do you get in here? 10. So that was the butterflies. Oh, and then there are, I got 2 different packages of little cherry charms. These are so cute because they're heart-shaped. So there's all these different ones. Aren't they sweet? I think that's probably one of everything that's in there at least. And you get 10 pieces in this one. So cute. Their things are so inexpensive, so you just never know. Oh, and I guess I bought 2 packages of those because I thought they were so pretty. So there's that. Oh, and then I got these. These are heart-shaped little crackle beads. Multicolor, and there's 80 pieces in here, and they're all kind of pastel colors. They're plastic, they're not glass, but very cute. And here's some more beads. So I got a lot of kind of pastel colors to go along with some of the pastel things, and I liked these because they were frosted looking. Oh, these are so cute. Okay, there's how many in here? mixed color. It doesn't really say how many are in the pack, so I can't remember. But they're bunnies and they're charms. They've got the little eye up there on their head. Aren't they adorable? Oh, they're so cute. So they're all just different pastel colors. Looks like there's one green one and one white one and one blue one and one yellow. And then there's 2 pink, 2 lavender, and 2 peach. So it's just an assortment. You get whatever you get. But yeah, I thought they were so cute. I'm going to have to get me some chain, I think, to hook these things onto to make my dangles. Oh, these are so pretty. So these are shooting stars. And does it say how many you get in here? Well, oh, yeah, 8 pieces. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I just think they're so pretty. So, so pretty. I was just happy with everything. So I think, you know, there's any of these things I would order again if I needed to. These are some stickers that I got to go along with the blind date with the book. I always stick in stickers that have a book theme. So it just doesn't look like there's repeats in here, so that's kind of nice. They're all very nice book themed stickers. So I didn't count how many there were there. Okay, more little things for dangles here. These are flowers. And they are so sweet because they have a leaf attached to them. I think they're so cute. Cute, cute, cute. Does it say how many are in here? No. But you get quite a bit. And I think I just looked up charms when I was looking for these things on Temu. And then there's these, which are fun. They are just little globes with little shakety shakes inside of them. And it says random mix here. Some say how many and some don't. So there's all different colors in here. Very cute. And that's the color assortment that I got. Most of them have one color in them, but there's that one there that's got blue and white. Cute. And then I got these flowers, and it just says mixed colors. So little daisies. They're adorable. Oh, these are like one of the cutest. Cutest. If I can get them open to show you. Here we go. I couldn't remember all what I ordered, so when I was opening these, I just really was having some fun. So these are little kitty cats. Adorable. Meow. They're too cute. Too cute. If I order again from them, I should look to see if they have little dogs like these, because these are so cute. And you get quite a bit in the bag. I don't know if it says how many. $30 pieces. And more cherries, but these are different. The other cherries were these pretty ones with the faceted gem-like stones. These are like this. So they're fun because when they're on the chain or whatever, they shake around. Those would be cute to make a pair of earrings with too, I think. A lot of these things you could do that with. 16 pieces in that one. Oh, and then here are some bookmarks, and there's 30 pieces in here. And again, these are for the blind date with a book. So all kind of similar, big tall bookshelves with a girl in a chair reading down at the bottom. They're all redheads, it appears. So those are cute. $30 bookmarks in there. Oh, and these are fun. Little pom-poms. And they've got the little eye on them to attach to your dangly things. And these they're hard in the middle, so I don't know what's in the middle of them. There's a little bit of weight to them. I thought they're so cute. You get 40 pieces in there. And I just like the size of them too. Aren't they adorable? Oh, and these are fun. So there's 30 pieces in here, and these are all like seashell charms. I'll just shake some of them out here. But I think the quality of pretty much all of this stuff is decent. So these all have enameling on them. Aren't they cute? And again, you could make a pair of earrings with these, or if you're more into jewelry making, these would be cute on a charm bracelet. I want to make sure I get these zipped up closed. When I opened this bag of stuff, a bead came out. I didn't even see what it was. It came out and I heard it go hopping across the floor. My husband finally found it. These are cute. They look like bubbles. They are mixed color, 50 pieces. Doesn't look like there's 50 in there, does it? But that's what it says, 50 pieces. Iridescent little bubble looking beads. These are the ones that were slightly open, and so it was one of these little stars, and these are like the hearts that I showed earlier. But it was one of these little stars that went bouncing, and finally my husband found it hiding under a stool. But they look crackled. They look like cracked glass, but they're not glass. Cute, and they're all in pastel colors too. And you get how many pieces in here? 80. Okay, this is the last thing, and this is not charms, and I think it's really cool. This is the name on it. Vintage old photo style is what it says. And I'm going to show them to you. They're so cool because they look like real pictures. I know they're copies, but this is how they come in this kind of little... But they really have the look and feel of old vintage photos. And isn't he cute? Look at his shoes. Or boots or whatever they are. I think his little... I don't know if that's part of the boot or if that's like the bottom of the pant leg. I can't tell. I think it's his boot. And his little coat. It's like, who are the people in these pictures? That drives me crazy. I just want to know. You know they're real people. Who are they? I just think they're cool. They're just plain on the back, but they just look and feel like real pictures. Look at these kids with their dog. They're excellent reproductions, I can say that. Isn't it funny how people looked so different back in the day? I mean, he's just got real sharp edges to his face, and it seems like a lot of people in these old-time photos, they just have a very different look to them than people nowadays. She looks like a movie star to me. And the clothes. And look at her little shoe. He's probably much younger than he looks in this photo. That was another thing. A lot of times people looked older. Now she definitely looks older. But her skin reminds me of my mom's skin. My mom's skin got really wrinkly like this as she aged. She'd walk by a mirror when we'd be out shopping and she'd catch a glimpse of herself and she says, "Oh, I look like an old crow." And look at this couple. They have gone to Paris. There's the Eiffel Tower. Is that right? Yeah, Eiffel Tower there in the back. Paris is what I was I didn't want to say that the Eiffel Tower was somewhere it wasn't. I've never been there, so. What is this? I'm wondering. This. It doesn't really look like a walking stick. It's too skinny. I wonder what that is. Look at her hat. And she is so cute. So sweet. And this to me looks like maybe two young couples and their children or something, maybe. Maybe it was brothers and their wives and kids, or sisters and their husbands and kids. I'm not sure. We will never know. Look at her in that dress. She was probably thinking, my thing's cinched up so tight I can't breathe. And here's a group. Look at those mustaches and their hair plastered down. They all are dressed very similar with those collars and ties and the vest and jackets. Wonder what this group was for, if they're family or a group for, I'm thinking it's a group for something. Maybe it's a lodge or who knows. Brothers, perhaps? Look at her hair. They're all gussied up for something. He's quite handsome. Here's some more kids and their dog. That dog's got a messed up paw. Look at how the boys' pants were, like baggy and then just tight to their legs down there. But they have little bits of smiles on their faces, which is unusual in these old pictures. This is a handsome couple. And then this is a wedding photo, which I thought was cool. They have ever so slight, maybe smiles on their faces too. Barely, but kind of. I just think these are really cool. Fun to stick in a junk journal or something. That's it for my little Temu haul. I just thought it was an extremely fun one. All these fun, cute little goodies. And then here's my Valentine cards again that I made. I hope you are having a fabulous weekend. You can look and see what everybody made for Satmorn Makes by searching the hashtag Satmorn Makes, and also 2 Crafters 1 Design. You can search that hashtag. You'll find stuff here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We've got our Facebook group over there called Share Your Makes, and you can request to join that and post photos there, or just come and see what everybody else is posting. Anyway, have a great rest of the weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching, and I hope that you will give me a thumbs up, please, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.